Hello neighbor, I'm Robert Burns and welcome once again to another edition of Sound Off Louisiana. And I don't know how many people may be aware of this, but I have gotten what I consider to be extremely credible reports that Louisiana State Police Commission member Jared Caruso Riecke has resigned. And let me just say this, that is an authoritative win for the people of the state of Louisiana. And it is most certainly an authoritative win for the people of St. Tammany Parish, who were all up in arms about him even being reappointed to the State Police Commission. But I want to say this, that does nothing to absolve the fact that Governor Jeff Landry made a falsified statement, and we've seen it, we've published it, to that State Police Commission, saying that Dillard University did not nominate, when we all know they most certainly did. Dillard University did nominate. Not only that, they nominated the one that he wanted, Stephen L. Guidry, to represent the 1st Congressional District. But the Louisiana State Troopers Association decided to flex its muscle, and so they had Mr. Guidry, upon all solid information and belief, change his voter registration. Now here you have a gentleman that lives in a $16 million home who's gonna, or at least that's what he listed it for. You've seen the pictures, a $16 million home, but now he's suddenly gonna be content living in a upscale apartment, not even 2 miles from where the State Police Commission meetings are held. So while Mr. Riecke's resignation from the State Police Commission is certainly a favorable development, and we're going to give you a copy of the letter that I sent to my own state senator, Franklin Fall, seeking for Mr. Riecke not to be confirmed. And I think it was going to be an extremely difficult process to have gotten him confirmed. Thank God for Cleo Fields and him authoring a bill to require Senate confirmation rather than just letting a loose cannon governor appoint people like this. It's a disgrace. And it's a further disgrace that once he got hemmed in by the Constitution, because the Constitution clearly says once Dillard University nominated Stephen L. Guidry, that's the only choice he had. So what did they do? When I say they, I mean the Louisiana State Troopers Association. They come up with the ingenious idea of having Stephen L. Guidry change his voter registration, and then that freed up the 1st Congressional District for Governor Landry to then say, upon second thought, it'll be Jared Caruso Riecke. Oh, and by the way, Dillard University didn't nominate. A flat-out lie. And I don't back off of saying that because that's what it is. Furthermore, I've had 2 solid sources that said he knew. He knew all of Riecke's problems, he knew all of his past history, and he did what he did anyway. So, while this is certainly a favorable development, it exposed, this whole process exposed a number of things. It exposed the whole sham nature of college presidents even nominating. We saw that. Thank God for Dr. Walter Kimbrough, who said, we nominate whoever we get told we're going to nominate. We get told by the governor. And even that, apparently, if the State Troopers Association doesn't like who the governor mandated, they will cross 10 kinds of bridges of runaway water to get what they want. Well, let me tell you something. Listen closely, State Troopers Association. This is not your State Police Commission to manipulate as you see fit. And today is an authoritative day where the citizens of Louisiana have told you we've had enough. Every day you see another state trooper involved in some kind of improprieties. We just had a gentleman, a trooper, we'll give a link for it, arrested for domestic abuse, which seems to be a very common occurrence with state police. And there's just absolutely no accountability from the State Police Commission. And thank God for the dedicated folk of St. Tammany Parish. If you're on Facebook, just go in and search for We the People. We the People. And look at some of the incredible material that was put together. Some might say in cartoonish fashion, but it got the message across. Bathed in Benjamin's McMath, And there was going to be a tremendous amount of pressure on McMath had he tried to proceed forward with this to try to explain away. And since these things are done behind closed doors, these Senate confirmations, had this thing proceeded and somehow Riecke got confirmed, I don't see where us citizens would have had any choice but to blame the entire Senate. You have to assume everybody voted for him. Apparently that's not going to be necessary now. But he never should have been reappointed to that state police commission in the first place. So Governor Landry, by doing what you've done, you've exposed just how corrupt you are. Thank God the citizens of this state would not tolerate your corruption. It's been a relatively short video. Congratulations to the fine folks in St. Tammany Parish. And congratulations to all of us as citizens. And let's hope that the next nominee for the 1st Congressional District, because I don't know what they're going to do. What they're going to do now with Stephen L. Guidry. You're going to say, oh, let me go back to the 1st District? Well, that's just going to, you can do that. It's going to further expose what a sham this whole thing was in the first place. You will see in the letter I sent Franklin Fall, I said, don't confirm either one of them. Don't confirm either one of them. And that's really what should happen. Would have had no qualms confirming Stephen L. Guidry had he not bowed in to the Troopers Association, because we all know that's what he did. That's why I say, LSTA, you don't own the LSPC. You obviously think you do, but you don't. Thank you once again for your dedication, and we look forward to bringing you another Sound Off Louisiana feature in the very near future. Thank you once again.